obsession, my latest kind of makeup obsession. And what it is organize my makeup, like trying to make it more compact, because I just have like so much of it, and I'm actually moving back home to Ireland, so within the next couple of weeks, so I'm really conscious of the fact that I'm going to be moving everything. And you know, I do have a lot of makeup. I've gotten a lot more since being over here, and I want to make life easy on me and easy on my kit, and make it kind of easier just in the future anyhow for traveling and transporting it. So what I've been doing is, the main thing I've been doing is putting all my lipsticks into palettes. So I had something like 50 something lipsticks. I know it sounds awful, it really does sound awful, but I have pretty much all of them now in palettes. So this is one full palette of it, and there you'll see that's pretty much a full bullet plus extra, and I'll explain that in a minute. But these palettes, I got them from Muji, which is a storage shop in the UK. Unfortunately they don't have in Ireland. I actually asked because it's one of the things I'm going to miss about the UK. But these cost $1.50. You can get loads of things, like they do the stacks, like the stackable pots that I use for pigments as well. But these are just so handy. They do loads of other really, really handy things. A lot of the cases I have my makeup in come from Muji as well. But $1.50 for these. And if you think about the fact that if you go into a makeup shop and get an actual lipstick palette or whatever, you can pay anything from like 10-15 quid up to like 50 quid for some of the Japanese ones. And even though they might look a bit fancier, like they might be nice black or whatever, you're pretty much getting the exact same thing. So I'm definitely down for my cheap palettes, as long as they're clean. And yeah, so I definitely would recommend going to storage shops, stationery shops, stuff like that, to look for places to store your makeup in, or for objects or containers to store your makeup in. So I'm just going to show you my palettes and how I actually get the lipstick into them. Okay, so I have one lipstick that I want to put into the palette that I haven't yet, and I'll show you why it was this one. It's a Siobhán gold lipstick. It's so yummy, I love the colour. And it's going to go into my browns, golds and neutrals palette. So I have a little corner left for it here. I'm trying to put it from kind of like lightest to more intense browns. And first thing to do with the lipstick is to make sure it is clean. So this has been dipped in alcohol, rather sprayed with alcohol. You can use 99% alcohol, or sometimes you can find them in pharmacies, like for cleaning babies' bottles or whatever, or you can use surgical spirits. So, or if you have like So Clean or one of those products that are specifically for cleaning makeup, give it a spray, dip it in. But if you are dipping it in alcohol, don't dip it in too far. You don't want it getting up. Just dip whatever part has been used against the skin, and then give it a wipe with tissue. Then the next thing to do is to, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this on camera, but you need a spatula. Sorry, I should have said that beforehand. You need a spatula like this, a nice clean spatula, and then I'm just going to push it into the bullet. I'll try and show you this. So literally the bullet goes straight in like that, and it fits nicely into these, into the little section. So that's the full bullet. Now the reason I wanted to show you this one is because this will give you a good example of how much is left over once you hit the bottom here. And this is with all foundation or all lipsticks. I did it with all my other MAC lipsticks and stuff. There is so much lipstick that is wasted when people don't dip. So even that tiny little bit there, it goes down so far. So I'm just kind of squishing that in over the lipstick. So if I can show you here, look how much comes out, and there's still more in there. So what I just squish this down in on top of the bullet that's already there, and you save yourself so much product. If everyone did this, your lipsticks would last so much longer. I mean, it's kind of a shame that they do it, because lipsticks, a lot of people don't know to do this, and there is a lot of product wasted. Yeah, but that's it anyhow. That's how I've been I suppose depotting my lipsticks into the palettes, and it does make life so much easier, especially when you're kind of trying to decide on what colours to use on someone when you're doing their makeup. It's just really handy on yourself to see all the colours right there in front of you, rather than you know, having to just open up all the lipsticks, which, you know, is kind of dangerous in itself because they do fall quite easily, and you know, I've squished lipsticks on the ground so many times from just having a load of them open on the table. I did the same with some of my cream foundations as well. I actually put them into the same palettes. So this is an example of one of them. It's some cream foundations. It ranges from like white up to, I think, NW30 or NC30, and then it's got some full coverage concealers on the, or camouflage concealers rather, on the end corner. So it's just going to be a really handy palette to have. And then also, you know, I have the same, I have a dark palette, same thing, some concealers, and then it ranges from like 30, 35 and goes up to black, which will just be handy for like shading and contouring. So same thing again, I wrote all the names on the back on the colours, so I can just flip over and see what colours they are. And then I have written here, just on a clear label, what the palette is, but I can still, it's transparent enough to kind of see through to know what palettes they are. So yeah, I'm in love with these palettes at the moment. This is what I'm just starting off. You can see here, it comes out, and you can change the size of the little wells, so you can make much smaller ones here and then bigger ones here, obviously depending on how much of your product you have. So these are definitely the way to go as far as I'm concerned. You can get these palettes in makeup supply shops, but there's no need. Yeah, but that's my video on palettes anyhow. I just wanted to show you really quickly, and just reiterate that you don't need to go to an actual makeup supply shop to get them, because you will save money by you know, just checking out your local stationery shop or whatever to see what they have. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you again really soon. Bye.